go to my camera. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Valentine's Day stream. Happy Valentine's Day, all. How's everybody doing? Yeah, good afternoon. It's 11 o'clock. I don't know, does that count as afternoon? Maybe not yet. It's still the morning. But anywho, what's up, guys? Let me give you a little update on where I'm at on the Shadow Sentry. So I have page 5 printed out in blue line, ready to ink on 11 by 17. So I'm going to start doing this today. Let me show you the roughs. That is over here. So here are the roughs. Roughed that out the other day on stream and printed that out on the blue line. This is going to be my cover for Shadow Sentry Book 1 Into the Eternal. So that is my rough that I laid out. And I printed that out on blue line. Down here, if I can get to it. So that is that ready to go. I also got the flat colors back for Matthew Weldon's variant cover, and also the flat colors on page 4. So I'm still waiting on page 2 and 3 to be colored. I need to talk to the colorist and just find out a time frame, because I'm going to be going live with the campaign at the end of February, about the, let me see, probably around the 27th. So either that Thursday or that Friday. So I'm excited about that. So that'll be the definite launch date. I'll nail that down for sure. Mike Miller said it's Thursday's better because then your campaign ends on a Saturday instead of a Sunday, which could be good. Saturday's probably a better day. So probably go with Thursday, but I just have to see. I'll see how everything falls in place. But yeah, so I'm excited. So pretty much once I get all of this stuff done and one more page, I will be pretty much to where I wanted to be for launching. So hopefully I could just get the colors in time. But if not, shouldn't be a huge deal. They can come in and I could post them on the campaign as soon as they're ready. So it shouldn't be too much of a lag with that. But I'm going to start inking the page as much as I want to start inking this cover. It's going to be awesome. I want to get the pages done first, and then the cover can follow, since I already have some of the other covers done and the promo art as well. So this will have to wait, as much as I am dying to finish this. So, all right, so that is that. And I'm going to start inking page 5. Cool deal. Hope you guys are doing well. If this is your first time here checking out my stream, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I do a lot of videos, tips for artists, how-tos, tutorials, kind of things, and just kind of walk you through my process. Or if you're just here to check it out and you're not an artist, either way, I hope to provide some entertainment value for your day. All right. Here's some angel sketching I did. So just kind of working on the proportions of the angels and stuff. They're going to be big and hulking. Probably like 9 feet tall or something like that. Maybe more, maybe 10. 9 or 10 feet tall. So that is that. All right. Let's start inking. Let me angle my camera down a bit. Get down here. Is that better? Move this out the way. And the pre-campaign is up for Shadow Sentry on Indiegogo.com. So if you go there, type in Shadow Sentry, and you'll see the pre-campaign. You can sign up with your email to receive updates. Or you can go to ericnotowskiart.com and sign up there. All right, so let me find a 5. I don't know why, but I want to ink this first. It's kind of loosen up a little bit before I get to the more nitty-gritty stuff. I just need my little ruler. I don't know where it is. There it is. Okay, cool. That's centered. All right. So I have these lines drawn out. They are straight, so I'm just going to go for it. Double it up. See, I messed up there, but it's all right. I'm going to do little things there. And I might actually try to ink the letters to make them look, you know, if you do it in Photoshop, they kind of have a very, I don't know. I want it to have a natural look, like it's a plaque that's been there for a while, and give it some character, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect, but just to make it look like it's not just Photoshopped. I want it to look inked. Sounds my phone. All right. My kids are all sick. Well, my daughter not so much anymore, but she got it first. This bug, whatever is going around my house, and probably going around the school too. But my 2 boys are sick and they're not feeling good, so our Valentine's Day plans are kind of gonna get changed up a little bit, but it's all right. Okay. Let's do this one here. Go over it one more time. It's like when you're inking and you're inking freehand versus with a ruler. You know, your lines have a little more character. Not every line has to be perfect, especially like, you know, backgrounds and stuff. Just kind of gives it more character if you're just kind of going in there and throwing lines down. If you switch it up, do some freehand, do some with a ruler, you know, kind of gives it a more less mechanical look to it. So that's what I do. All right, let's go in there with the 3. Go in there with a few little lines, kind of beat it up a little bit, make it look cool, and draw my border to, I'll go with an 8. I typically do size 8 on my borders around my panels, so I'll do that. But for this one, I want my rolling ruler down here. It's bigger. I can go all the way across. All right, all right. Yeah, I'm praying that I don't get sick. Whatever is going around, I'm praying I don't get it. I'm leaving for Hawaii for the Amazing Hawaii convention next weekend. So trying to avoid getting sick so I don't show up to Hawaii sick. Especially, I don't want my immune system down when I travel, because then, you know, That ain't good. And I'm pretty sure that the gutter on this page is going to be all black. So make sure that's straight. Did I wait? Where's my gutter? That's the gutter. That's the wall. So today's stream, I'm only going to do like an hour, so I can spend some time with my family and my wife, so she doesn't have to take care of these sick kids all day by herself. All right. And I know this is going to be a thicker line, so I'm just going to go ahead with that now. I try and do my holding lines. Holding lines are the outer lines that you ink around the body of your characters. I try to do those with a brush, because you can kind of vary your line weight pretty significantly. So, but actually, you know what? She has a black leather jacket on, so that'll be all black. But anywho, all right, what do I want now? I want to do, oh yeah, I wanted to make sure my line in Photoshop matched the same angle, which I don't think it does right now. So I try to do that in Photoshop, because you can draw a line and then just flip-flop it in Photoshop, flip it horizontal, and then have the exact same angle, and then you know you're good. And I forgot to do that, so I'm just gonna have to eyeball it, because right now that angle is not the same as that angle. But we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. So I'm gonna go 5. I have my computer plugged in, so it's like this power cord is hanging right in my face. Move this out the way. There we go. Stop shaking. Okay, here we go. So this is like a lip, so I'm drawing another line down there for shadow. And then if I'm gonna eyeball it, let's say it should be about that. And the nice thing is, if I screw it up, I could fix it in Photoshop. So that definitely looks better than what I had. Might not be perfect, but it'll work. It's a little darker than the other side, but I can fix that too. All right, I'm gonna write my page number so it's official. Write my name. And happy Friday to everybody. Hopefully you have something cool planned for the weekend, or if not, that's cool too. Are any new movies coming out? Is there any good movies coming out? Haven't been to the movies in a while. Actually, the last movie I saw was 1917, which was awesome. Went with my wife, and she enjoyed it too, actually. It was really good. All right. When my kids, they figured out how to play Pac-Man on the TV. All right, so there's that. Yeah, if you haven't seen 1917, I definitely recommend seeing it in the theater. I don't know if it's still out. Probably. I'd assume that movie would stay around for a bit longer, but the cinematography is amazing. The way they did it is just really draws you in, and you feel like you're there. It's pretty amazing. And I think it was actually better than Saving Private Ryan. That's right, I said it. If you don't believe me, go see it yourself. I rented Terminator Dark Fate, and it was better than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't great, but it was definitely better than, number 3, and the Christian Bale one was okay, but that wasn't good. That wasn't great either. But yeah, so it was better than I thought it was going to be. It felt more like Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That's probably why I liked it a little more. But you could tell that's what they were going for, just because that was the best one. But they did that other one with, I forget his name, Jai Courtney, I forget, but that one was okay. That was all right. Terminator Genesis, that's right. That one was watchable. And it had Emilia Clarke in it, so it was all right. Okay. Now I'm gonna do, I don't know what you call this type of shading, but I'm gonna do one of these numbers down here, where you kind of change the angle on your lines. I don't know what it's called, but it's cool. It works. You could like add, kind of looks texturized and stuff. So I'm gonna go in with a thinner pen next. Let's go down to 1. That was a size 3, so now I'm gonna go down to 1 and keep changing it. I gotta keep moving my page so it's easier. And I'm just gonna kind of fade it out, so I don't have to do it over the entire thing, but just so you get the idea. So kind of like if it's like bronze and they texturize the bronze or something, kind of give a little cool effect. Just change it up, make it interesting, All right. So, and then I'll go to my smallest one, my 005, and Dark Admiral Marchair, what's up, man? Kent Stage dropped in to give you a like and a share. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. If you are still there, I do appreciate it. Thanks for dropping in, man. So now I'm just going to space it out even more and just kind of fade it into the light. So I'm going to give you the impression that it's there. It's just beat up. It's old, weathered. Just kind of did something like that over here. Alrighty. I'm not gonna, so I did say I'm gonna ink the letters here, but I'm gonna wait until I'm done streaming because I need to, my posture is kind of stretched out and I need a better posture for if I'm gonna do that and do a good job. So I'm gonna wait on that one. But let's go, I'm gonna do some bricks. Bricks are fun. Very, you know, you can be very loose with stuff that is gritty. And you don't have to like worry too much about screwing it up, so just kind of go for that. The undersides I'll go a little double up to make it darker on the underside. This brick should be higher. So this is like a zoomed in shot, so I'm gonna add more detail. When shots are further away, you don't have to worry about the detail as much. So, but this is close up, so we're going detailed. I don't always like drawing every single detail. I like to do just kind of like hint at the detail. That's kind of my approach. I don't have to draw every nook and cranny. So as long as it looks cool, that's what I'm going for. I want it to look cool. All right, now the grout is going to be receded a little bit further down, so I'm going to make the area in the grout drop down from this shadow. So that's why I'm doing that. Show the difference in the space in the shadow there. Down, 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 down. I'm going to go back to my 3 on the bottom of these bricks for whatever reason, because it's lower. And actually, excuse me. For my rough, where did I do with my rough? Oh, where did I put it? It's over here. I kind of made a little mistake, but it's not huge. But in my rough, when I was roughing it out, I have these 2 big lanterns on the sides of the door. And here's my placard, right? So this is the zoomed in shot of it. So you can see the angle with this light source. The angle is kind of going to be in this, not quite 45 degree, but you know what I mean? So the light would be going, the shadow would be going that way. But on this one, I moved it and I centered it in the center of the wall up here. So now the light source is up here and the shadow should be going this direction. So it's a little off, but I'm not going to change it. Should be all right. It's not a huge deal. I ain't going to sweat it, but just something I noticed. I don't think anybody would pick that up unless they're an artist or they are really, really attentive to that stuff. You wouldn't have picked it up if I didn't tell you. Grout gonna be there. I'm gonna go thinner on this line because this would be in shadow underneath the brick. This on top would be, the light would be kind of coming at it, so it should be a little lighter. So I'm gonna go with let's go 1. Looks straight to me. You know, bricks are cracked and all that good stuff, so it's fun to just draw that coolness there. Darkness in the grout, crevices and cracks. Let's do a little crack on this brick. All right, I should draw the top of the placard. So do that. And then if I want, I can put some extra shade down here. I'm throwing shade, man. I'm throwing shade. Cool deal, cool deal. All right, draw the top of this guy. All right, I'm going to draw the top of the placard, and then I can finish the bricks up there, and then that panel will be done for now until I do the letters. I'll go 3 on that. Give me a second. Can make some room. And then yesterday I was working on, I'm doing a commission for a guy of Pike from the Wildcats. So I added a little more detail onto that, drew in his face a little bit. The guy wanted this blade of some sort that is in the reference he sent me on his back, so I threw that in there. But now I get to deck him out with a whole bunch of gear and stuff, so that'll be fun. So get to be creative, drop in the gear, so there's that. Okay. Stand up, make sure I have this angle right. Sorry if it's almost out of the panel. I'm just gonna make sure I get to see this well. There we go. So as soon as I get some extra cash, I'm going to be purchasing a camera that I can connect to this computer and have it have something smaller. Because right now I stream with my tablet, my Surface Pro, and it's just kind of big and in the way. So I need something smaller. That's why I like pre-recording with my phone, because it's smaller. It's like not in my face, and I can see what I'm. I can mess with it, but it's just, gosh, it's a pain. So I need something smaller that I can work around. So that is my goal. Okay, there's that. Draw the tops. Oh, that was a 1. I'm going to go thinner then. I'm going to go 0.05. Oh, not that one, not this one. Roscoe Davis. Sorry, I missed that, buddy. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in again. And it's cool to make the corners of your bricks curved so they don't look so straight. They look more natural that way. Get some of the tops of those creeping in. Doing good, getting everybody ready for their Valentine's. Nice. Cool, man. Cool deal. Yeah. We're not, we didn't really plan too much today. We're just doing a nice dinner. My wife is taking that one on. We really don't, well, we want to make a big deal about it with our kids just to kind of make it about them, I guess, a little bit more. But I don't know, Valentine's Day is just one of those kind of holidays to get money for, you know, companies. But, you know, me and my wife, we like to just have regular date nights and stuff and just kind of, you know, make it a more weekly thing than a once a year thing. At least we try to. We appreciate it, but, you know, we don't make a huge deal about it. But we want to just kind of make it about our kids and think of creative ways to show them that we love them, I guess. All right, there's that. Boop, 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 boop. All right, cool. So that panel, I think, is good for now. And I hope that was in frame. All right, so that looks centered. All right, so now I'll ink this one over here and do this one. All right, let me get out my brush. Oy. Yeah, I was saying before, Roscoe, my kids are like all sick right now. It's kind of a bummer. But so we're just taking it easy today. Not doing anything much. We're gonna go to this one place we love for breakfast, but since the kids are all sick, we're gonna have to take a rain check on that. But they have like this amazing egg sandwich. You can get it on a waffle or a croissant, and we've got it on the croissant, and it has candied bacon, egg and avocado and cheese. Oh, it's just so good. And then they have these, they're known for their waffles too, because their waffles are, they add something to the batter, but they're like really sweet. It's like really good. Same with me and my wife. We're doing pizza tonight. There you go, man. Keep it simple, man. Can't go wrong with pizza, right? But anyway, so I've been craving this breakfast place, and so we're gonna have to take a rain check on that one. But it's really good. It's called Local Crave, and it is in, where's it at? I forget. If anybody's from San Diego, you could look it up if you're interested. But super good, super good, super good. My wife found out about it because somebody from our work would bring in coffee from there. And I think she tried one of their waffles, and she's like, oh my gosh, we have to go. So, super good. And then, thanks, man. Yeah. Sorry if I'm making you hungry. So around this panel, I'm gonna do kind of like make it all black, but just kind of accentuate the movement because she's like trying to open the door. So this is all gonna be black. fill that in with the marker. I'm still not 100% comfortable with using the brush, but I'm trying to use it more often. And too, like sometimes when you first go to use it, like the tip is not, you have to like get the tip good, kind of roll it around and get it straight again. Especially if you're trying to fill in a lot of blacks, it can get like flayed out and crappy. So. All right, she's got her scarf on. That's flinging around. I do love a good waffle. Yeah. I don't know where you're from, but do you have anywhere that you go for chicken and waffles? Do you like chicken and waffles? It's been something I've, like, probably within the past 2 years I've had, like, for the first time, and I love it. It's so good. There's actually a place in Coronado. It's a diner. It's called the, what's it called? What's it called? I always see it, and we've only been there a few times, but they have chicken waffles, and it's pretty good. And they even they can put Nighthawk Warrior is here. What's up, man? They put bacon in the batter of the waffle. It's pretty good. Anything with bacon is pretty good. How you doing, Nighthawk Warrior? What is up, my man? Hope you're doing good. I'm inking page 5 right here, right now. And tonight is Friday Night Auctions. I think I will be there if all goes according to plan. But I'm going to sell my son's Batman pick that he's been inking up, and it's looking really good. I showed that yesterday at the beginning of the stream. But he's 9 years old and he's inking Jim Lee like a pro. It's pretty cool. So told him I'd sell that for him. In Houston. Gotcha. Yeah, it took me a while to find a place. We had to go like hunt for one place, and it was all right. It wasn't like the best ever. And then I've had it a few more times since then, but it's hard to find a good place. Not too many places have it on their menu. Probably wouldn't be that hard to make yourself, but it's hard to make good waffles at home unless you have a really good machine. We used to have one, and it wasn't that good. All right. Alrighty. Sorry. I'm just thinking here about what I'm doing on this jacket. I'll leave that for now. I'm not sure if I want to go all black on the outside or what. But I do want to have this thing around her all black. Let me ink the door real quick. So I'm working on the bottom of the page, Nighthawk. Haven't started up top yet, but I wanted to tackle this panel first, just because I can kind of loosen up and warm up a little bit on the bricks and all the loose stuff. And now I'm going into work on panel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Panel 7. And let me see here. I said I was going to ink the door, and here I am. I'm working on this up here. All right. Oh, Nighthawk and Roscoe, since you guys got here after the fact, I will show you the rough that I did for my cover. So this is going to be my cover for book 1. And a little bit of angel and demon action, and they're going after Jason there. Jason is the main protagonist of the story. But yeah, it's got a little bit of a Constantine look to it. I wasn't thinking that when I drew it, but then I was remembering that scene in Constantine when the demons are like going after Keanu Reeves and he's like jumping in the air and he's reaching or whatever. But yeah, so there you go. There's that little peek. I printed out the blue lines for that too, but I'm gonna ink. I want to get page 5 and 6 done before I start inking this cover. So that's my plan. Yeah, I think a good waffle maker would be a good investment, man. We invested in a good waffle maker a while back. Pretty pricey, but well worth it. Nice. Yeah. We had like a hand-me-down one, and we used that for a while, and then it broke. Then we got a new one, and then I don't think we bought that one either. I think someone gave it to us, and we were doing it the way the instruction told us to do it, and they were coming out crappy. And when you picked up the iron, it was like the top half was still stuck and the bottom half was still stuck, so it like ripped it apart. So then we're like, forget this. So then we there's like a little clip that you clip down in the front, and then once we did that, it worked like perfectly. But the instructions said don't clip it, just leave it, open. So we did it our way and it worked. So it's like whatever. But then they were good. All right. Built. Do. All right. Let me get my 3. And I need to go to the store and get another number 3. This one's getting gone. This is the one I use the most, so it doesn't take long for it to start messing up on me. So next time I go to Hobby Lobby, I will get another one. I was actually just there the other day getting a new thing of Bristol paper, 9x12. And I should have got one then, but I forgot. And usually when I go to Hobby Lobby, I try and just pick up one thing so I could use the 40% off coupon and get a great deal. And actually, the paper was on sale, so that it was listed as 11, and I got it for 7. It was 40% off, so not bad. Hobby Lobby, man, they have some good deals. I bought a whole bunch of Star Wars metal cool like prints, and they're kind of like 3D, like a license plate, how it's kind of like popped out a little bit. I bought a bunch of those at like, I think they were like 80% off or something. And yeah, so those are my kids' rooms. Nighthawk Warrior asks, did you draw the pages in blue line first and ink over the blue lines, or did you draw over blue lines with a pencil before inking? For all my pages, I'm only drawing in blue pencil because normal pencil is hard for me to use on my paper compared to blue pencil, so I'm inking over my blue lines. Yeah, I've done both ways. I've inked over my blue lines. For these pages, it's kind of strange, but this one I drew in pencil, and then I went over it with a ballpoint pen. So, did the pencil, and then I just kind of roughed it out with a ballpoint pen. That kind of lets me still be loose, and not so like detail oriented with it. So I can kind of keep it loose, keep it light, and like it just kind of gives me a little bit of that freedom, and so I'm not like so stiff with stuff. Yeah, and let's see, what did I do on this one? The rough on this page, I went from blue line, and then I did the ballpoint pen again. So yeah, to each his own, man. Whatever works. There's something I like about inking with a ballpoint pen, because part of my mind thinks, okay, well, I'm inking a little bit, and I could see the final product, and so it kind of, I don't know, something about it, something in my brain that likes the ballpoint pen. So that's why I use the ballpoint pen. My kids are making all kinds of crazy noises back there. I'm going to leave a little bit of a halo because she's using her power, and the light will be kind of reflecting off her jacket a little bit. So I'll leave a little bit of space for reflected light. And I'll try it down here, see what I think down here. And then if I don't like that, I can just fill it in black, because all this will be black. So where's my marker? Oh, that fell on the floor. There it is. So filling in a lot of black area, and I hope that's in frame, is it? Yep, good. When I fill in a lot of black area, I use the Prismacolor black. And this is, before I would use a Sharpie, but I didn't realize that it doesn't have that archival safe ink, and so the Sharpie will fade over time and turn purple. So knowing that, I try and make sure I use something that's gonna hold up over time. And the Sharpie probably wouldn't fade in my lifetime, but if anybody buys my pages, I want to make sure that they can enjoy it years and years and years and years and years when I'm dead and gone, and it still looks nice. Gotta think long term, you know? Can you guys hear my kids in the background? I'm curious how well my microphone works on this. They're like playing some game or something. All right, so there's that. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that works. Yeah, don't use Sharpie for your pages. Don't use Sharpie. And the nice thing about this is it has a pointy side, and then it has a big, fat, beefy side. It doesn't have a picture of it, but this is like a wedge, and then this is like a small, teeny side. So I can do, I could do both. I could do both. You just have to touch it really light. It has a tip, but you gotta just kind of touch the surface. So this will be all black, kind of accentuating her body movement. She's like trying to open the door, so she's pulling on it, tugging on it, she's shaking it, she's in a hurry. And that's why I'm doing that. And I like to leave some white specks, or, you know, sometimes you get those happy accidents and it kind of works. So try and think about that. Leave some little white spaces. It's the positive and negative space, man. It's the yin and the yang. You hear my kids in the background? Okay. If they get too crazy, I'll have to tell them to be quiet, but they're okay. At least they're not in my room playing in the background, huh? It's funny listening, like we're on Drawn a Quarter and Mike's kids are like in the room and I hear like somebody talking the whole time and it's Elijah on his game. It's funny. All right, so there's that. So there's what the back of it will look like. I'm drawing some sketches while I'm waiting to figure out how to finish one of my comic pages. There you go, man. If you're not ready for it, don't jump in. Wait for it. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, so I'm gonna, let's see. Ink the wall for the door. Make sure that's straight. Hold on a second. You know what? I'm going to use my roller ruler. Make sure I get this straight. All right. Oh, see that? Oops, my ruler moved. All right. So I'm gonna do just some different look here. This is the wall, but just gonna kind of add this in here. Just kind of being real loose with this. This is the wall. Just kind of adding texture and stuff to it. And then there's the door there. There we go. Like I said, my gutter is going to be all black. So, and yeah, just kind of filling that space. Right, I'm looking down here at this shadow I got going, so let me ink that a little bit. All right. Cool deal, cool deal. I like it, I like it. So Eric, have you noticed Gary's not doing many live streams this week? Only done like 2 this whole week, 1 on Monday, 2 on Wednesday, but he turned his live streams for Darn Record on Wednesday into time-lapse videos. I did see that he posted a time-lapse. Yeah. I didn't realize he wasn't streaming too much, but I did see that time-lapse. Time-lapses are cool. I did one for Doom, Dr. Doom sketch cover, and I should do more of those. They're kind of fun. I don't know. When I watch videos, like, you know, I usually don't spend a whole hour watching a video, so I appreciate the short ones myself personally, just because, you know, I'd rather be making videos than watching them, so when I can anyway. All right, here's our scarf. All right. From dark to light here, from dark to light. When you're drawing your shadows, Nighthawk, always think from dark to light. Have you done any time-lapse videos, Nighthawk? My phone, I've done them on my phone, and then I have a thing where I can add the music to it afterwards, and it's, you know, just like, you know, audio from my phone, but I did that and it kind of worked out pretty cool. Set it to music. All right. Can you believe Mike burned his copies of Separate Frog Blood Honey on live stream yesterday? Yes, Eric won so far on my channel. Nice. I didn't know he did that. Curious. I saw like a few posts on Twitter, and from the looks of it, it looks like somebody was talking about Mike's son Jojo. And I'm just trying to figure out why he would do that, but so I think he's mad about that. So I guess that's why he did that. He might regret it later, but he's pretty mad at EVS. I tell you, man, I was thinking about it today. Comicsgate has gone from it being a revolution and, you know, like a movement of independence, you know, focused on creating new content for fans and, now I think we're in a civil war period. We're fighting amongst ourselves. We're attacking each other, and it's not good, man. So yeah, we're in a civil war period. It's not pretty. Blood will be spilled, and so hopefully it's over soon. Not sure what it's gonna take, but yeah, it's bad. So that's my observation, and yeah, and it doesn't look good to the outside. As a movement, we need to be united. You know what I mean? So, being mean to Doug about for the troops or something. Oh yeah, I did read something about the troops. I didn't know what that was about, but yeah, I think you're right. As soon as I started kind of being involved a little bit with Comicsgate, I could tell right away, like, if this movement was going to be destroyed, it was going to be destroyed from the inside. Like, the people in it, not the outside. That was apparent to me as soon as I got involved with it, and it's been true, unfortunately. So, thankfully, creators are still creating, and we're still getting good content. So I'm gonna stick with it, doing my thing as long as I can, and hopefully people will back it. Back my book. Yeah. We shall see, my friend. My friends, whoever watches this video. So, if you like Shadow Sentry, please consider backing it in just a few weeks, as the campaign will go live, and I will bring you the best that I can bring you, the best superhero team book that I can, with that 90s flavor, and but with the 80s style flavor of story. I hope the story is a little bit deeper, a little more interesting than some of the 90s books were. Some of them were good, but some of the stories were just kind of like So I hope mine's a little better, but I hope the artwork is just takes you back. All right. William, what's up, man? Greetings. William was the anchor on this last project I did for however many months and maybe over a year. I don't know. But what's up, man? Hope you're doing good. It's sad because I thought it was for a good cause, but now it's all drama and war. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. I know what you mean. So hopefully that crap gets over soon, and we can just enjoy. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah. Let's get over this period of junk fast. All right. So, William, I am inking page 5 of my book, Shadow Sentry. And using my microns, man. And my brush pen. But William is a digital inker. And you could check out William's artwork on Facebook. Are you on Instagram too? Or just Facebook? I'm trying to remember where I see all your stuff posted. Facebook, right? So check out William's work. He's been inking some cool stuff from other artists, like gosh, what's the one dude's name? I want to say Bowden. What is it? I forget now. I forget his name. But and also you did one from Ali Garza, I believe. Yeah. So anywho, Nighthawk Warrior is an aspiring artist as well. He's working on his own stuff, and he has a YouTube channel and posts stuff all the time. So, and he's working on his own book too, called Nighthawk Warrior. So this is a trash can. A trash can and a fire hydrant. What else would you find on the side of the street there? Both. Art of Wolf on Instagram. Mike Bowden, thank you. Couldn't think of it. So Eric, do you know much about my comic? Anything besides my progress, like who all my characters are, etc.? Doing well, Nighthawk. How are you? I don't know all of your characters. I know you have a bunch, but I don't know them all. You got your Nighthawk Warrior, the main protagonist hero. He is a hero, right? Is he, or is he like a Deadpool mercenary, gun for hire type character? Tell us about him, man. Tell us about him. Got all these papers flying around. William, have you seen the other pages that I did? I posted them online. I'm sure you saw them. But yeah, so this is page 5. Posted 4 not too long ago, and the double page spread. But thanks for the shout out, Eric. Savage Hawk, issue number 1. Oh, that's right. Why did I think it was Nighthawk Warrior? Savage Hawk. Thank you. And he's a teenage superhero. Cool. His real name is Max Connor. Nice. A teenage superhero. That's cool. Yeah, man. It's funny. I hear my dog outside. I think he's about ready to barf. Sorry. He's been doing that a lot lately. Poor guy. He's not feeling good. All right. William, do you ink traditionally as well? Or have you always done digital? I forget. I remember you did those Wildcats pages for me, and I think that was digital. But just curious. Alrighty. I probably should have kept the same size as these feathering things over here. I went from a 8 to a 3. It's probably a no-no, but oh well. So right. The main focus is going to be her hand and the power signature, so people will spend about 0.2 seconds looking at that, so I won't worry about it. Marvel has 3 Nighthawk characters, so my character is Savage Hawk. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, gotta avoid any of those legal things. No, I do not ink traditionally. I did for a little bit, but mostly use digital for inks. Okay. Yeah. Well, stick to it, bro. You're good at the digital. Faux show. Speaking of which, William, while you are here, so this is the rough I did on 8.5 by 11. This is kind of what I was doing with the other book, but I actually went in with a ballpoint pen on these for whatever reason, just cause. And some, thicker blacks here and there, but I don't know. I like the way that it comes out, and it's like thinner lines. I can kind of see it a little bit better, but so that's how I roughed out these pages. And yeah, so I did blue lines and then I went over it with the ballpoint pen. So but yeah, I'll have to do another stream. I'm only gonna do pencils on this guy, but this is a breakdown I did of Pike from Wildcats. Is that showing up good? Can you see that? Sorry, it's hard to see what my camera's picking up. Let's see if it's light enough. The lighting in my office is horrible. Let me see here. Brighter. There's the brightest that'll go. So anyway, here's a breakdown of Pike. And yeah. So we were talking about, breakdowns and finishes and stuff. I'd probably have to add more elements. There's still like gear and stuff I haven't really roughed out or broken down yet, but pretty much you'd be looking at, as a finisher, you'd be adding a lot of the shading, filling in the blacks, but adding shading, adding, all the little elements, little details on each of the things. Yeah. So just a thought, wanted to throw that out there. But Eric, I see you're drawing. Okay, good. Yeah. So I did a stream yesterday where I kind of did a real rough drawing of that, and I added a little bit more detail to it. But a little bit more, and this would be a typical breakdown. And then as a finisher, you'd be responsible for not so much of the structure and the proportions, but, finishing, everything else. So there you go. Give you a little idea what you'd be looking at. And I'll do another video and kind of go over some of that too for you. Yeah. I did a drawing with my friend Mike Miller. We did that DC Universe Online submission page, and he did the breakdown for the whole thing in blue line, and then I came in behind him and, added all the shading, and actually he might have added a little bit of the shading, but, my job was to kind of like finalize it and make it ready for inks. So yeah, it's a little bit different process, but a lot of the information is there already for you, but as the finisher, you're responsible for a lot. So yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about you. Thought I'd share that with you. There was a book I was reading. It was a Wildcats book. Is this in frame? Yeah, it's in frame. It was a Wildcats book. I think it was Wildcats number 21. Or was it 18? I think it was 21. Where Jim Lee did all the layouts and the breakdowns, and then Richard Bennett came in behind him and did all the finishes. And it came out really good, but you can really see Richard Bennett's style like coming through. And so that might be a good book to look at, to kind of see. You could tell it's Jim Lee, but at the same time, you see all of Richard Bennett's, kind of shading and how he does his inking and stuff. So, but yeah. Yeah, there's been times I wonder if Jim Lee had like a ghost penciler, like if he would just do like simple layouts and then have someone else finish it for him. Because like there's been books where I'm like, I know Jim Lee's style, and this does not really look like Jim Lee to me. So I've been curious about that. I wonder if I ever see him again, I want to ask him that. I did not read your last comment about your character, but it's a good thing it's in the chat, so everybody can read it if they would like to. Nighthawk Warrior. I do see that he lives with his aunt and uncle. Very Spider-Man-ish. I like it. I like it. Let's see here. Gotta get the angle right. Let's see. That could work. That could work. All right, do that there, and then pick it up over here. Sometimes getting these angles to match up is a bear, but I want there to be like a twist in this handle for whatever reason. Whatever. It ain't perfect, but it'll work. And then I should probably make this more uniform. And then if I screw it up, I will fix it in Photoshop. Yeah, you got it, William. No problem, man. Add a little bit of textury stuff on the handle, and then I'm going to go in with a one really thin and just kind of add texture to it. But anyway, back to Wildcats. Yeah, I forget what issue it is, but at that point in the Wildcats run, Travis Charest was doing all the pencils, and so whenever there was a break in the books and Jim Lee did an issue, it would have been that one. So whatever that one was, I don't know if it was 21, but I think it was. If you want to check it out. Just throwing it out there. The nice thing about inking digitally is if you screw up, you could just fix it right then and there. Whereas if you're doing traditional, man, you got to be very confident. And right now, inking these fingers, I wouldn't say I'm super confident, but I'm doing my best here. And fingernails. I hate drawing fingernails. Fingernails are hard. Fingernails are difficult. All right. And then I'm gonna go with my 005 and go nice and thin. Hey Eric, do you plan to have free to use music in your backgrounds like Gary does for his live streams? Like put music in the background? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he does that exactly, but I could. But something I'd have to figure out how to do. If so, new retro wave music is free of copyright and can be used. Nice. I did hear something where there are the free tracks you can use, but I heard that they're only good for like a year, and then once that that track or that music is like done with the free whatever, they could come after you after the fact if you have it in your videos after the free 1 year whatever. I heard that somewhere. I haven't really looked into it, but if so, that's crappy. Like Gary could use some free music, and then after a year, when it's not, labeled free anymore, like they can come back at you for, oh well, you used this like 5 times and blah blah blah. Like that'd be crazy, right? I wouldn't want that to happen. So I'll have to look into it more. All right, and I don't like the way that came out. that thick and thin isn't working for my brain. I'll have to figure that one out. I'll have to fix it. The fingers look fine, but I don't love it. Alright. Now I'm going to go back in and thicken up some of these fingers. All right. Any questions? Did you say who your villain was? Who's your villain? What's his name? I think you told me once already, actually. I forget. Tell me again. Who's your villain? So if I screw up on any of the thicknesses of her fingers, which I think that one might be a little too skinny, I can always select that single line and drop it down in Photoshop and thicken it up. So ain't too worried about that, but if I can avoid fixing anything, that's good too. Bow, bow, bow. Five peeps watching. How's it going, guys? Throw me a like, smash that thumbs up button if you don't mind. And if you haven't subscribed, well, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do it. And if you have, awesome. Thank you. Chat at me. Say, hey, what's going on? Let me know you're watching. And happy Valentine's Day to you. But this is page 5 of the Shadow Sentry into the Eternal Book 1. And I'm just inking these panels down below. Haven't really hit much up top yet, but just kind of, honestly, I'm just kind of warming up. Can't say who my villain is. It's a major spoiler, Eric. Okay. Understand that. Yep. Understand that. Yeah, there's been a lot of times, you know, when people ask me about my book, like I don't know how detailed I want to get because I'm afraid, like, I don't want to give away too much, you know? I'd rather them find out in the book. So, it's one of those things. So, I understand, man. All right. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on the power signature because I know if I know my colorist, he's going to go crazy and then you're probably not even going to see those lines, or he's going to do something cool. He's going to do something cool and you're not even going to really even know my lines are there, which is all right. I don't mind. But I might want to fix this hand. I don't like that line there. Women's hands, I try and be very light with. You know, they're not man hands with veins running through them. I mean, yeah, they might have veins, but I like to do it very light. Not to go crazy, so I might have to take out a few lines there on her hand. All right, so let me finish this, and then I'm going to call it a day and go spend some time with my family. And, see if we can't get over to Local Crave, because I'm craving some Local Crave. They've got this amazing avocado egg sandwich with candied bacon. It's good. But my kids are all sick, so we'll see how they're feeling. Maybe we can go later. We'll see what's up. We'll see. But let me go in here with the thin guy. All right. Now I gotta ink her face. And if you guys are around tonight, check out the Friday night auctions. I'll be over there selling my Rogue and Gambit from Wednesday Nights Drawn and Quartered. And I'll be selling my son's Batman that he inked over Jim Lee's lines. It's coming out really cool. So I'm going to sell that for him. And yeah, so check it out. Probably should not be using a 005 on her hair. She has black hair, so I'm going to want to use a brush. So let me go in with a brush. Let's say that the villain is tied to my hero in a personal way. That's all I can say. Got it. Gwen Webster becomes the girlfriend of my superhero, Max Connor Savage Hawk, at some point. Cool. Cool. Alright, gonna do some feathering and show that her hair is hitting the light there. This will be black. All right. You always got to find the good edge of the brush with these inking brushes. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot there. Women's hair is something I'm still growing at drawing. I don't feel like I really do a great job on women's hair. That's just me. But I don't know what it is. I think even when I was younger and I was always drawing male characters, you know, like the huge buff dudes. And so, you know, drawing those characters was always a little easier. And then when I started realizing, hey, I'm going to have to draw women. And then, you know, I picked up drawing women like way after the fact. And so I feel like I'm still trying to play catch up when it comes to their anatomy, their hair. Like it's very different. So it's just one of my hang-ups when it comes to doing the females. So there you go. Do some more highlights. But yeah, definitely if you're doing women's hair, use a brush. Especially black hair. And if it's brown too, you can get some good brush strokes and good feathering using the brush. All right. Cool. As I was saying earlier, I'll give you guys a little update on the Shadow Century and how it's coming. All the variant covers are inked. I'm still waiting on colors on those. I did get Matthew Weldon's cover flatted. Page 3 has been flatted and is off to the colorist. Page 4 has been flatted. I'm working on page 5, and then I'm going to get page 6 done. And then I printed out my cover that I'm going to be inking. And then I drew. And so, yeah. So once... I don't know if I'm going to have all the colors done before I launch. And I'll be launching on the 27th. Let me see. Let me look at my phone here. Let me get the date. I'm either going to launch on the last Thursday of February or the last Friday. So I will nail that down and let you guys know. So it'll either be the 27th or the 28th. And Probably leaning more towards the 27th, because then the campaign will end on a Saturday, according to Mike. So that'd be a better day to, stream all day versus a Sunday. I got church and such. So yeah, so there you go. So I'll have 6 pages done for sure. I'll have the covers, and I'll be ready to go. And I will announce the winner of sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'll announce the winner of the Name the Newsletter contest. And so I'll send a poll out. If you guys are not on my email list, you can go to ericnoltowskiart.com and sign up for that. It's at the top of the screen. Sign up for my email list. Or you can go to Indiegogo and search Shadow Sentry and put your email in there. And I will get you on the list, and I'll send out the poll. Or if you guys have a submission you'd like to submit, email me at shadowsentrycomic@gmail.com and send me an idea for the newsletter that you would think would make a good name. One of my favorites was Secrets of the Shadows, or there's the, what was it, Sentinel Post or Sentinel Sentry something. I don't know. I haven't written down somewhere. But anyway, I've gotten a few already. If you'd like to throw your submission out there, please do. And yeah, so I'll announce that before the campaign launches. And I think that's it. So yeah. And if you guys have not seen the variant covers by Mike Miller and Matthew Weldon, check out my Facebook page. I think I just posted them there. Go to Shadow Sentry Comic on Facebook, or you can go to Eric Noltowski Art on Twitter and check those out. I posted them there. They're looking good. So I'm excited to see those in color, and I'm going to email my colorist today, see how he's doing and when to expect some more colors from him, and just kind of plan things for when I do launch. So, because I might have other, I have a few more colorists that I could use if he's not going to be able to get the covers done at least. I want him to do the pages for sure, but if I have to send the covers off to someone else, I could do that. So we'll see. All right. So that is coming out good. February 27th. Okay, cool. Shadow Sentry is coming. It certainly is. It is only 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away, baby. All right. All right. I'm going to stop here for today. I told my wife I'd only stream for an hour. It's been an hour and a half, so I'm a little over. But I am going to say goodbye and adieu. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, for stopping in. Thank you, Nighthawk Warrior. Always a pleasure talking to you. I wish you the best with your book. And tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream or not. It's a possibility. Or I might pre-record and drop a video that way if I ink more on this today. We'll see. But if not, for sure I'll be back on Tuesday, 11 a.m. All right, awesome. Thank you again, guys. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the bell for notifications and hit that thumbs up if you like my video and would like to see more. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. Until next time. Peace out.